Hey, my name's Gary. Thanks for watching Keys. Today we're going to replace the inner door handles on this F30. As many of you know, the OEM door handles get super sticky on these cars, and Brian replaced the full interior with F80 interior in this car, already did the inners, and today we're going to show you our full carbon replacement. Let's get started with the install. So today we're going to show you the driver's side. The passenger side is about the same, so as long as you follow these steps, you'll be fine. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab our flathead. There's a little notch in the back that we'll show you in a minute. You're going to put your flathead underneath. And then you're going to want to slowly pop it up. Here are the two notches I was talking about. There's one towards the middle and one at the bottom. As you can see, this car doesn't have the silver clips. If you have them, make sure you transfer them back over when you're going in reverse order to put it back together. So at this point, once you get the outer cover off, you're going to take these two bolts out. Once they're out, you can take this whole door card off. We'll show you how to do that in a minute. And on this car, these are T25s. So the way that I do this, I like to put my knee on the bottom of the door so it doesn't come back in. When I go to pull, I start here, pull the door, and once I have enough room, I'll get my hands under and go around the door. All right, so now that the door card is off, we're gonna have to unplug a few things to get it all the way off. So we're gonna start with some of the easier ones, and then we'll show you how to get into here. So for most of these, you're just gonna grab, you're gonna have to wiggle them out. They should come out fairly easy. And then for this one, there's a little tab on the back. I'm using a flathead to pop that up. Should be able to get that up and out. So now for this final one, we have to take it off first to show you how to do it. So off camera, I'm just gonna do that real quick and then we'll show you how to get that plug off. All right, now that we got it out, we use both this hole here and this hole here to pop the panel off and then also this clip. So real quick, there's a tab on the back that you have to push down and then this slides forward. Comes right on out. Like I said before, Brian did this in a different video, so we're gonna show you what the rivets look like and the location. An emphasis on you have to drill this out to get the handle off. So they look like these, and your locations are one's here, one's down in this hole, and then you have two up at the top. So with our T20, we're gonna take these 3 screws off. Like I said before, you're gonna have plastic rivets, so you're gonna have to drill them off. So it's the same location that I'm taking these off now. Now we're gonna pull this handle off to put the new one on. So when you go to put it back on, make sure if you're doing the driver front, it's L1, driver rear is L2, and then R1, R2 for the right side. So with the included T20 screws, you're gonna wanna put them in all the spots that you just drilled out. Now, mind you, you're screwing down into plastic, so you're not gonna wanna tighten it down all the way because you could crack it. So just snug and then some. So personally, I like to start with the more difficult connector first. So we're gonna fish it through this hole, plug it in, and put this back into place. You may not be able to see it, but that's where we're gonna start. All right, so we're just gonna plug these other connections in and don't forget to put the handle back on because you won't be able to open the door. So when you're putting the handle back on, you're gonna wanna start in this position, leave it there the whole time. Then when you're ready, you're gonna put the front in first, slide it down and make sure the back clips just like that. So now at this point, we're gonna do a test. What I like to do is simulate that the door is closed and then flip the handle. Just make sure that this still actuates. So now putting the door panel back on, you're going to fish the lock through. Make sure your seal is on. And it should be able to slide it right down. All right, since the top of the door card is on, the clips around the door card need to be put in place. They're super brittle, so just be careful and make sure they're lined up properly. At this point, we're gonna put the T25s back in and then put this top cover on and we'll be good to go. So now we're gonna put this top cover on. Make sure it says L. It doesn't matter front to rear, they're both the same. Now that the front is done, let's move on to the back. So the process for the rear is the same. There's a slight difference. We'll talk about that when we get there, but we're gonna start by taking this panel off and getting the 2 screws out. These right here are the clips that I was talking about in the front. Now that the 2 screws are out, you can just pull the door off just like the front. So at this point, you can unplug everything except for the window switch. The rivet that you have to drill is next to it, so you should have enough slack to be able to drill it and leave that on. Just like the front, you have to drill here, here, there, and also there as well. All right, so now we're going to replace it with the new one and then do everything in reverse order to put the door card back on. And just like that, that's how easy it is to replace your inner door handles on your F-Series BMW. If you have any questions, reach out to us at info@keys.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out at keys.com. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.